So, Mindfulness Project family, this is day 1, 1st of December. It is Advent calendar time. And the Advent calendar is our way to say thank you for all your support, for all your help, for all the beauty, all the work you put into this project, into life, for everybody who has been in the Mindfulness Project. I'm super happy that you were here. The Advent calendar is our just way to bring a little bit more mindfulness to the Christmas time, to the time before Christmas, and it's also a way to increase a little bit your joy, your creativity, your beauty in life, and all these kind of things. So I'm here in the Khon Kaen museum, and we have this very special, place for our first Advent calendar. And what I would like to do is, what I love, and also my teacher Ajahn Somshai, we love Mullah Nasruddin stories. These are stories from the 13th century. Mullah Nasruddin was a very famous person living probably in Turkey or Iran. And he was a very wise person, but you never know if he's really wise or if he's totally crazy. But all the stories they tell of him, they have a very, very deep meaning. So, it's these meanings are really beautiful, and it's guiding you deeper. And they have been for centuries and centuries orally transmitted to us now, so that we can learn, so that our life can also maybe become a little bit more wise. So the first story I want to tell you is, one day Mullah Nasruddin had to travel, so he was asking his son to get out a donkey. They only had one donkey to go on this travel. So they started traveling, and Mullah Nasruddin said, "Son, you go on the donkey, and we're going to keep walking and walking." So they were passing a group of people, and these people were looking at Mullah Nasruddin and his son and the donkey, and they were just like, "Look at this boy, how spoiled he is, he's on the donkey, and his poor old father has to walk, all the way, this youth is just useless," and Mullah Nasruddin and his son, they were looking at each other and kind of shrinking, and were like, "Oh, this is not good." The people start talking about it. So they decided, okay, let's switch, so that, people don't get upset with what we are doing. So they kept traveling, and they passed another group of people, and they started whispering to each other, "Do you see this father? How selfish is he? How can he sit on the donkey and his poor son is walking in the sun? What the heck is going on? Like these parents, they're just putting so much cruelty to their sons, and la 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 la." And they were just turning red. They were kind of embarrassed about their own behavior, and they thought, okay, this is really not good. So they were they didn't want to make people upset, so they both decided, that they both go on the donkey, so that, nobody had to walk. So they were riding. It was a little bit uncomfortable with two people on one donkey. I think the donkey wasn't also all that happy. And then they passed the next group of people, and they were just shouting at him, "How cruel you are, you're abusing an animal, you're just two people on one donkey, that's way too much, what are you doing?" So they were riding and becoming even more embarrassed, just around the next corner, and they said, "Okay, I think the best thing is if we both walk." And so they took the donkey. I think the donkey was quite happy, and so they were walking, and it's getting hotter and hotter, and they're passing the next group of people in the next village, And they were looking at him and they were laughing. They were like, ha, 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 look at these stupid people, you know, in the middle of the day. They have a donkey, but none of them is using them. They are just walking with them. What morons they are. You know, how stupid these people are. So that's the Mullah Nasruddin story, and I love it so much because it just points out, and remember, it's the 13th century. You know, it was way before Facebook and Instagram and, you know, all this kind of social pressure kind of thing. And still there, already there, it was a theme that, you know, we like to please people. You know, we like to or we think we have to really care about what other people think of us, what we are doing. And it's quite interesting because the Buddha was teaching that there are the 8 worldly winds. You know, there is, you know, there's good fortune and bad fortune. There is a good reputation and bad reputation. There's praise and there's blame and so forth. So these winds are randomly coming from different sides. And, you know, some people might like what you do. Some people see the same thing you are doing and they think it's the most stupid thing. And so the outside is not a good measurement, but we are, you know, from our genes, we are social animals. So our first chakra is our tribal chakra. So, and in the past, you know, like when we were kind of like just got out of the Neanderthal age, the Stone Age, if you were, you know, not part of your tribe anymore, if they would kick you out, that would mean that you would probably die, because we as human species, we can only survive as a group, because we are not able to run very fast, or we are not very strong, or cannot climb very good, or swim. We cannot do anything pretty good. So we could only survive if we were a group. So if you are out, you know, that means dying. So this is why it becomes so important for us, what other people think of us. And but that is just Stone Age, you know, just manufactured in our brain. And what we need to do is to become independent completely of what other people think of us. You know, I see here in Thailand so many people where family is still so much of the rule, and I know so many people who got a job and they are suffering. They don't like it. They wanted to study something completely different. They wanted to do something completely different, but their parents had other ideas, so they're just walking their path, living their life, and living what they think is good for them. And that doesn't really work. So even with our best friends, even with our family, you know, it's nice that they, you know, care about us and they want the best for us. But it's time to walk the path we want to walk. It's time to wake up. It's time to get away from social pressure and be free. So for me, this is also, you know, in the Christmas time, what Jesus is praying is kind of like the complete focus on love and compassion. And our society is far away from it, so we need to find a way to go into a different direction. And my teacher, Ajahn Somshai, always says, only dead fishes swim with the stream. You know, if you still have power, if you still are young, you go against the stream, you go to the source. And the source is always community and love and liberation and waking up. So, and it's so hard to do that in our society where everybody is just, you know, looking into consumption and status and wanting things. It's very difficult to find your own way. So the Mullah Nasruddin story is a great reminder that there is nothing more important than living your life, living what you want to live and bringing into this life what your greatest gifts and not what other people think. So enjoy that. And our Advent calendar is always connected with a little task for you. So I would like you to sit down for 5 minutes and very honestly go inside and have a look. Where am I still doing things so that other people don't judge me? Or where do I think that people like me? What kind of thoughts do I have in my mind, which go into this direction? Oh, if this and this happened, then people would love me, that they would adore me, and you will probably find a lot of these themes. So just have a look and, just make a promise to yourself that you will become aware of these areas and that you become mindful with where do you make false compromises in your life. Okay? So, thank you so much. And if you like our Advent calendar, show us some love, give us a thumb up. And we in the Mindfulness Project right now, we are in a really difficult situation because no volunteers, barely any income, a lot of bills to pay. So if you want to help us, become a Patreon. It's just $4 a month, which helps us so much. Or if you have some donations for us or any kind of ideas how to help us, share this video, please, because I think it's a good idea for a lot of people. And I see you tomorrow with another door of our Advent calendar. Love you so much. See you soon.